Hi, everyone. My name is Rita Kreminski, and today I'm excited to share a case study that focuses on addressing challenging behaviors, particularly aggression, in a 9-year-old boy diagnosed with ASD. Through this case, I'm going to walk you through how the functions of his behavior was identified and how evidence-based interventions were implemented to improve communication and reduce aggression. The client is a 9-year-old boy with ASD who faces significant communication delays. These delays make it hard for him to express his needs and emotions, especially verbally. As a result, challenging behaviors like aggression, including hitting, kicking, and biting, were often observed, especially during transitions or when he was asked to engage in a non-preferred activity. Task refusal occurred where he would push materials away or attempt to leave. These behaviors were disruptive and made it difficult for him to participate in academic and social environments, highlighting the importance of improving communication skills and managing challenging behaviors. The primary behavior that I aimed to reduce was aggression, which often surfaced during transitions from preferred to non-preferred tasks. His aggression behaviors, including hitting, kicking, and biting, were his way of avoiding or escaping situations he found challenging. His inability to communicate his needs effectively added to his frustration, which made aggression his primary way of coping. He also displayed task refusal behaviors like pushing materials away, making it challenging to stay engaged in activities. After conducting an FBA, it was determined that the client's aggression was escape motivated. He used aggression to avoid tasks or situations he found unpleasant or overwhelming. Data collected through ABC recordings and frequency counts revealed his aggressive episodes were more frequent during transitions, particularly from preferred to non-preferred activities. This insight was crucial for developing targeted interventions. To address his aggression, a DRA was implemented as a key role. Communication cards were incorporated and introduced that allowed him to express when he needed a break or when he felt overwhelmed rather than resorting to aggression. Visual supports were used to help him make appropriate requests, and I continued to work on his communication skills. By focusing on functional communication as an alternative to aggression, I helped him express his needs more effectively. The interventions were directly tied to the function of his aggressive behavior, escape. By teaching him to communicate through alternative means, such as using communication cards, his need to resort to aggression was reduced. DRA, which is well supported by research, was particularly effective in addressing escape-driven behaviors. This strategy helped reduce aggression and promoted skills that increased his independence. The client's progress was closely monitored through frequency charts and scatter plots. Over 4 weeks, a 75% reduction in aggressive behaviors was prevalent, particularly during transitions. His use of communication cards increased to 80% in challenging situations, demonstrating that he used the tools provided to express his needs more appropriately. Also, generalization of these skills into unstructured environments was evident, showing the broader impact of the interventions. While the intervention was successful, there were some unintended effects. The client initially became overly reliant on breaks, which risked reducing his task engagement over time. To counter this, a systematic fading plan was implemented. The frequency of breaks was gradually reduced, which simultaneously increased his tolerance for task demands. Reinforcement contingent on task completion and appropriate communication was provided, helping to build his endurance and minimize over reliance on frequent breaks. Ensuring cultural sensitivity and involving the family throughout the process was essential. Parental consent was obtained to ensure that interventions aligned with the family's goals. Assent procedures were used with the client, explaining the interventions in simple terms to ensure he understood what was happening and felt comfortable. The family's cultural values, particularly their emphasis on communication and independence, were considered when designing the intervention. This approach helped ensure that our interventions were respectful and effective in the context of the family's needs. Finally, the intervention successfully reduced the client's aggressive behavior while promoting functional communication skills. The use of the DRA was both functionally relevant and evidence-based, addressing the root cause of his behavior while teaching valuable new skills. Significant progress was visible, with a 75% reduction in aggression and an 80% increase in communication strategies. Moving forward, I would like to continue to monitor his progress and gradually fade the interventions to ensure that he maintains his skills independently. Thanks for listening, and I hope you had a great time watching. Thanks. Bye.